Hi Gemini, here is your reading. I have decided, certainly for the month of May, to try to do weekly readings. I am going to also try to do a monthly reading for all of you, but that really does depend on timing because time is always against me. But if I'm able to do these weekly readings and you enjoy them, then I may continue to do them throughout the rest of the year. Now, I've pre-shuffled and laid out your cards. Now, the central issue here, we have got the Nine of Cups. It is reversed. Now, the Cups does deal with our feelings and our emotions. And the Nine of Cups is referred to as the wish card, the wish fulfillment card. So on some level here, we can see some wishes, so to speak, not being granted. It may be that somebody has made certain promises to you and they haven't kept those promises. And you may, through this next coming week, May 1st through to May 7th, be feeling slightly let down by somebody on an emotional level. It can as well talk about the need for you to be a little bit more realistic with your expectations in regards to someone or something. Now, what's crossing this Nine of Cups? We've got the Page of Swords and it's reversed. The page can often talk about messages, okay? The page can be a messenger. And the swords does deal with our thoughts and our communication. It could very well be that you may need to speak up this week in regards to how you may be feeling emotionally let down by somebody. The Page of Swords, again, when it's reversed, it can talk about promises being made and not kept. Somebody saying they're going to do something and they don't follow through. It can as well, because it is the Truth card, and it talks about somebody speaking their truth. As I was saying, it can very much talk about how you may need to speak up. And you may be finding it a challenge through this next week. Or it may be that you're wanting to hear the truth from somebody else. If somebody has let you down, has broken promises, you may be wanting to hear the truth from that person. Now, down here, we have got the Three of Swords. Yes, the Three of Swords can talk about heartbreak and sadness, rejection. It can be a very painful card. And it can talk about third-party situations. But it can also talk about the need to get to the heart of the matter. There's something going on here whereby I think we're certainly talking more about a relationship situation here. Where, like I said, promises have not been kept. Somebody has let somebody down, and it may require you to speak your truth, but you may be struggling with that, or somebody else. For some of you, it could be talking about a third-party situation here, or it could be talking about an element of sadness and pain that you may be feeling if you have been badly let down by somebody. But for some of you, it could very well, as I said, be talking about the need to get to the heart of this matter. In your near past, we do have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this can talk about finances. And in the upright, it can be a positive card in regards to finances. It can talk about good news coming in. In the reverse, it could be talking about how some of you may have had some form of financial loss recently. Or some of you haven't focused enough attention on your finances. In terms of a relationship situation, it can talk about how somebody is somebody's losing interest maybe in the relationship. And the other person may very well feel that this relationship is kind of slipping out of their hands. It is in the near past, okay, but we could be talking last week, last month. As I said, for some of you, this is talking about that feeling of loss in terms of a relationship, or the feelings that you may have for somebody or they for you. Or this is talking about some form of financial loss. Now, up here we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And it talks about somebody that's been working hard, okay? Now again, it can be talking about in regards to finances and work. It can talk about how you may have been very heavily working and trying to gain more money. And you may be feeling you're not getting a payoff. This man looks very despondent. He looks at the point of giving up. It can as well talk about a relationship situation whereby you may very well be at that point of wanting to give up on this relationship. If you've been through a painful situation recently, that could create this. If you feel that you need to get to the heart of the matter, but the other person is not being prepared to speak, they're not being prepared to communicate with you, maybe they've even cut off all forms of communication with you with that Page of Swords reversed. And you may feel that you are the one that's been trying to resolve issues. And you may very well be at that point with this upcoming week of feeling like just giving in. Or giving up, I should say. By the end of the week, we do have the High Priestess here. It is Major Arcana number 2. And the High Priestess, it does talk about needing to make a decision. And it can be a major decision that's needed to be made here. The thing with the High Priestess, it's about the need for you to use your intuition here. You know, your sixth sense, your gut instinct is probably telling you something here. And you're going to need to really listen to your intuition through this upcoming week in regards to this. I feel for the majority of you, we're not talking work or finances. We're talking about a relationship situation here, whereby promises have maybe been made and have been broken. Where you may feel on an emotional level very let down by somebody. And that person has either cut off communication with you or is not prepared to speak their truth, is not prepared to discuss what's happened. And for some of you, yes, that Three of Swords energy can very well be talking about a third-party situation that may be you know, that Nine of Cups feeling being reversed is talking about how there has been a third party situation going on. But for a lot of you, I do think it's talking about the need to get to the heart of the matter. Somebody needs to speak their truth. Somebody has got to open up the communication lines here. And if you have been badly let down by somebody and they're not prepared to communicate, or they've cut off all communication with you, then as I said, by the end of the week, you're going to need to use your intuition here. And you're going to need to let your intuition guide you into making a decision in regards to this. Because somebody is losing focus here. Somebody has lost attention. Somebody is not focusing on this relationship. And I'm inclined to think it's more you that's been focusing than the other person, because we have here. But we see here, you really are at the point of just giving up, of wanting to walk away from this situation. And as I said, you've got to allow your intuition to be your guide here. There's a decision that's got to be made. So Gemini, that does conclude your weekly reading from May 1st through to May 7th. I really hope this reading resonates with somebody. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. It does mean a great deal to me. And thank you for watching today. Take care. Bye.